Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and today I'm going to be unboxing and taking my first real look at the Beiter V-BOX. Now, this is Beiter's universal dampener for your stabilizer system. So you're going to want it for your front rod, and you're going to want it for your side rods. It's going to replace those solid dampeners, and this is a very adjustable one. From my understanding, we're going to get into that. We're going to check it out. The threading size it runs at is 5/16 by 24, which is very standard. They do offer inserts that you can pick up that'll let you size up and down, so you can have a conversion from 5/16 to some of the smaller threading sizes for other stabilizer brands that don't offer 5/16. So really flexible there, and we'll just start off opening this up because this is how it's going to come shipped to you. On the outside there is a QR code. That's really cool. You can scan that and you can get the directions. It just makes it easier. You don't have to worry about losing the directions as long as you have a cell phone handy. You can go and scan that QR code, get all the information you need on all the different components of this dampener, and in pretty much, I would assume, any language out there, at least the majority of the languages out there. So just a lot more flexibility, and you can save on paper. You can cut down a few less trees, which is kind of innovative, I think, on Beiter's behalf. Real quick before we open this up, it says included, of course, the Beiter V-BOX. Membrane number 3 is already installed, but you also get membrane number 1, 5, and 7. So 3 additional membranes that you can play around with this adjustable dampener. You get a spare set screw and a wrench, so you get an Allen key. So we're going to go and untwist and take that off. So we'll take everything out. Got it on the table here. Nothing rolled away. Close that back up. Really just want to play with it. And we have our V-BOX. We have a little baggie. We got our extra Allen key. Well, not extra. We have our Allen key. We have an extra screw. We have an extra set screw that has like a lock washer at the end. And we have 3 extra washers that keep the head of the screw from really piercing into the V-BOX itself. It just keeps a nice even pressure so that you're not like over tightening the membrane and stuff and causing your screws to rip all the way through it, or just things that you don't want happening to your product. So really smart on Beiter's part for giving you extra ones, because everybody loses something, and at the same point in time having them on all 6 screws was a good idea, because then you can maintain a nice consistent pressure, but at the same time that your membrane is locked down. With that, we have our additional membranes. Let me start off with the lightest one, and that would be this one. This is a number 1, and look how easy it is for me to squish this. Not too much effort being put in to it. Nice and easy. Next up we have a number 5. And by the way, the number 3 is already in here, so I can't really squish that because it's in the V-BOX. The number 5 is going to be, of course, a good amount stronger than the number 1, a little bit more than the number 3. And as you can tell, ooh, knuckle just popped there. I got to apply a lot more effort to this to try to really, deform this. This is a much harder, much stiffer membrane. And of course, after that, we have a number 7. Yep, number 7. That's gonna take a lot of work. I can barely make that move. It's definitely a free finger and hand exercise. And that's going to be the stiffest membrane you can go to. So now let's go about taking this apart, because I want to see how it works, and I'm just going to be using the supplied Allen wrench to do that. So let's see how it goes. And again, people are probably wondering, well, why are they calling this a V-BOX? And I don't know exactly how Beiter came about this, but my understanding is it's because of the shape of how the membrane is attached to the outer plastic pieces right here. They are attached in, well, technically a triangle, but it does make a V, and they are opposites of each other. So you got one triangle here, and then you got another here, and it's the opposite side. They're direct opposites. That way, your weights in the front of the V-box, V-box, and the weights behind the V-box are being held by this membrane. So when you shoot your bow, the vibration has to travel through the membrane in order to continue on, and that's how you're getting that active dampening. And by having different membranes, you can essentially tune how your bow is going to react, to a particular membrane and to the weight you have on your stabilizer. All right, so now I finished loosening all 6 screws, so 3 on each side. As you can see, regardless of how I turn this, they can't fall out because they're still kind of locked in on each other. But when I grab both ends and I wiggle a little bit, I can take off the one end cap. Whoop, one screw can fall out. The screws from the other side, if I loosen them all the way, will also come out. And then you can still see there's 3 more that are hanging that used to connect this end cap to the other end cap on the other side, and the membrane is in the middle. Of course, I did not unscrew them completely. I actually missed unscrewing this one in its entirety. So let me fix that. All right, so we got that 3rd screw out. We have this one out now. So end cap 1, end cap 2, number 3 membrane. Again, pretty squishy. What else can we take out? We can take out 3 more screws, and you see that little black disc there? That is your essentially your washer that keeps the screws from pulling all the way through and damaging the membrane. It makes sure that you can't it helps you make sure that you don't over tighten the membrane, because I find that archers really do like to over tighten things, and then we break them. So that definitely protects the membrane, and it just makes sure that the weight, and make sure the tightness of the screws is pretty evenly distributed, per side, per 3 screws. So pretty cool. And from there, you can just go about switching out membranes if that's what you want to do. Now, there's going to be a whole process to this, and the cool thing is that Beiter provides so many membranes, so you can really see what works best for your bow. I'm going to be showing you how I was testing out my bow in a future video. For right now, we're just covering, all the parts and pieces and what you actually get with this, and some of the details, behind it. So far, my experience has been really positive, and I'm kind of excited to share, what what my results are with it and my experience with it, and how you go about tuning it. So after you figure out which membrane is going to work best for the weight on your stabilizer and just the stiffness of your stabilizer, you can then actually add these compensation spacers from Beiter. They come in a whole bunch of colors. I have green and blue right here, but they have yellow, they have red, black, violet, white, pink, orange. There's a whole variety. And what this allows you to do is, well, one, personalize your stabilizer, because who doesn't want to add colors to their stabilizer? I'm a big fan of that. But at the same point in time, say you're running, a few ounces on the front of your stabilizer, you can go and add a compensation, spacer in between this weight and the dampener, and you're just putting it out there just a little bit further. But that little bit is adding to how the weight is distributed on the stabilizer, and like some of the dampening properties of it, so you can fine tune it even more to make it work even better for your equipment. I know from my experience so far, testing this out with my about 3 ounces worth of weight here, not counting the Beiter V-BOX, I need to run a number 3, which is the standard one that comes installed. I tried all the others, and my groups and just the feeling of the shot feels the best with the number 3. Now that may not be true for everybody. If somebody runs less weight or maybe has a stabilizer that isn't as stiff, I'm running the Shrewd Ravel, by the way, then maybe you need a 1, or maybe if you're running a stiff stabilizer and I don't know, 10 ounces worth of weight, maybe you need a 5 or a 7. Beiter's helping you out because they're providing all these additional membranes in order for you to tune your dampener to your liking. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm liking the build quality of it. The ends are injection molded, but they're very durable and strong. The membranes themselves feel like a really high grade rubber, and you can definitely feel the stiffness differences, and I feel like they'll hold up really well in all weather conditions. Of course, we'll see as I test them through the summer season and see what the sun does to them, but they should do well. Beiter makes quality stuff from my experience. I've been shooting their plungers for years without having any issues. Other than that, I'm looking forward to making more videos on this product, and I'm actually going to be taking my setup to Vegas and seeing what Beiter has to say about it, see what kind of pointers and tips they can give me, and I'm going to be doing my best to bring that information back to you guys so that if you are interested in buying one of these, you can see what I went through, see what I figured out, and go from there. Also, Beiter offers and has a whole bunch of videos on their YouTube channel and stuff related to this Beiter V-BOX already, so you can see their like slow motion videos and things like that. So hopefully that helps you out. I'll have links to all that in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy shooting.